Welcome to Sage Sisters. We are sisters, besties, moms, and co-founders having a fun catch-up on parenting and life.
Hey, I'm Ann. And I'm Kate. Welcome to the Sage Sisters pod. Happy to be podding. What up, Tan Ann?
Always happy. How's it going over there in the west coast of the country?
What's always happy? That felt so creepy. Always happy. It's like...
Well, I was trying to finish it, which was always happy to be potting, but you just heard the always happy.
Yeah, it felt like dead eyes.
It's like when you were faking it.
Oh, I'm happy. Yeah. Everything's happy. I'm fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
No, we always say this. It's like the intro of all of the podcast, but I do love podcasting. It's so fun. So it brings a lot of joy to my day.
It's like fake work. It's not real work.
Exactly.
And that's how I like this. All right, sweet.
Me too.
I forget who's up, but we're doing a smorgasbord. So
it's yours. It's your topic. Because technically you gave me the topic last week and you were bitching about it. So I'm very aware that it's your topic.
So now you're going to claim that you're giving me the smorgasbord?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, this is always, once a month, we bring like all the random shit on our mind and put it on one and try to smash it together. And I will say, looking at the notes, we had to roll up our sleeves here to figure out how to get all this weird content mashed together.
Even ChatGPT was like, I'm confused.
We broke ChatGPT trying to.
Yeah, I was like, can you combine these to have a theme? They were like, no, it doesn't work.
That threw me. All right. Well, it'll be what it will be. Random, like
that's how I like it.
Brain.
Yeah, that's how I like it. I'm scatterbrained, and it's also a look into our text messages back and forth to each other through the week. Because when a topic, exactly, I don't even give you context sometimes. Sometimes I'll just say like wallpaper, and you're like, what?
Well, and it's gotten worse because like I'll text you when I'm testing something for our app. Mm-hmm. So then you'll get a weird message from Grace that says you're a bitch because I'm like testing whether it works.
It blocks it. Always. Yeah. And I am pretty much always aware that it's not Grace calling me out on something. Yeah. I'm like, what did I do to her mom?
If a stranger, though, just looked at our back and forth, it would make sense to no one. Is this every sister? This might be every group of sisters in
It's gotta be sisters because it's so random, but it's got a step further because of it's got another layer. It's got a step further in the awkwardness.
What's that word? You're not saying that right.
Layer? Like another layer?
Layer. It's got a Y in there.
Yeah, I said that, I thought. Yeah, it's got another layer in it. With the product stuff, it's super random when it's product random stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyways, all
right. Well, let's get into it. What's your high?
My high is another one of my children's success stories. Last week, you called me out on we were successful in the game. This week, we were very successful in Ace's championship soccer game, and it was really cute because your daughter last week had a similar heroic moment in a soccer game, and Ace had one this week, which was so cute. It was literally the same story, but we got into the championship soccer game, which we weren't sure. He has now started to love soccer, and it came to penalty kicks. They were down by a lot. They came back and tied it within seconds of the game ending. So it was fun. Really fun for the parents. Yeah. And then it went to penalty kicks, and he was playing goalie, and he's just really calm, cool, and collected in these moments. Like, I'm sweating on the sidelines, could barely look, and he's loving it. He's like giving them the bring it on sign, and he stopped 4 of the 5 goals. And the last one he stopped was like an absolute all body dive to the left to stop the ball. It wasn't just like right in front of him. And they even had to like get together and decide, like, it was like, we weren't sure how they were going to call it. Was it in, or did he stop it in time? Yeah. And so there was even like all the refs getting together, and then they were like, it's no goal, big no goal. And the crowd went wild. It was so fun. It was great.
That's so cute. Well, one, your son's a stud athlete. That just is a fact. He's good at everything. So I wasn't surprised, but the dive which you had on the shared album and I viewed was very impressive. So great job, Ace Man. And
Yeah.
also the lived mom experience of your kid being the goalie for PKs, or probably even if they're a PK kicker, it's like the stress level is much higher for the mom than it is the kid.
You had said this last week, and I was like, good job, Grace. Like, good job. But I didn't really think about your feelings. You said it, but I was like, okay. And then I was in it, and I was like, I could barely look. Like, I was so nervous.
I was too.
And it's just because you don't want your kid to mess up and have that weigh on them. I don't know.
Well, what was funny was I was gonna record all of the kicks and put them together in a little video.
Mm-hmm.
But then the one that got by her, I yelled, fuck.
Totally.
On the video, and I like couldn't figure out how to get the audio off of that. So I'm like, you know what? We're turning this into a highlight reel where it's only the good ones.
I love that background story because I watched the highlight reel, but I didn't know the background, and there's nothing better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a few choice words with every one of them. Just absolute nerves. But I mean, you know, it's just, it goes back to, well, and I keep sending this to Phil, and you know, when you keep hitting something in your algorithm and like staying on it and then you share it, now it's all I get. But there was something that said scientifically proven the kids get the athletic ability from the mom. So now anytime Ace, Lola, soon to be Lily does anything, I send it to Phil. I'm like, that's funny. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. It was funny. Mom came out here to watch my kids a couple weeks ago, and she was a little bit put off by the intensity of the parents at the soccer game.
You or the other parents are both?
I wasn't there because she was in my place.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But she was like, oh, they were very intense. And I'm like, yeah, they're into it. I think it's fun. It like makes it more exciting because everyone's into it and cheering and coaching from the sideline. But
coaching from the sideline, I don't love it. Like, you know, people can have a hard time doing it, and like saying a few things is fine. But when you're like trying to coach, that's not the time to coach. But I can't, I'm so loud. I can't not be a part of every play. Ooh, good one. Oh, well, you know, like I'm so annoying to sit by because I'm so in it. I love the passion.
You're a yapper.
I'm a yapper.
Yeah.
As we've established.
Know thyself.
Exactly. All right. What's your high this week?
We finally have made it to, I feel like, real, true fall. It was so hot out here forever. I live in Northern California, and it was like I was wearing sweaters to force it into being, and I was just like sweaty pits. I mean, it was like getting up into the 70s, and I'm like trying to wear a sweater. So now we finally hit it, and man, it feels so good. I love this season. So I feel like I get to finally wear cozy socks to sleep in. I know this is a huge controversy. I only do it in the winter, but I finally am to the sock sleeping, which I love.
Yeah, I agree. My husband thinks it's bizarre to wear socks and unhealthy to wear socks to bed. I feel differently in the winter. I agree with you.
In the winter only.
Yeah.
And then just a real sweater, a jacket. I don't know. I'm just like thrilled we made it to cozy fall.
I love it. I took a picture and put it on Instagram last week of our first fall Sunday that felt cozy. We had a real fire going. We were in blankets. We were making chili. I totally agree. We're here. And we couldn't be more basic bitch. We hear you out there. We know. Pumpkin spices in my latte. We know. But I just love it. And in fact, I was thinking, tell us if you're interested, people, that maybe I would take our Sage Sisters obsessions and create, what do they call that? The little shop, LTK shop or whatever.
Like to know.
Okay. I never knew what that stood for, by the way.
Okay.
And put our links there because I keep getting people being like, I'm listening to your podcast. What's that quilt? You know, the quilt I was promoting a couple weeks ago. That's very cozy. And then I'd send them the link again.
I put that quilt on my Christmas list, so I hope you feel very proud of yourself.
I do. I love it. I got another color. Love the new color. I'm promoting this big time. But we just do it for fun. We don't have associations with any of these companies yet.
It's we like could if we literally could if we tried.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like we've just started to do it for fun. One more thing. But anyways, I do think it would be kind of fun to put all of our obsessions and we can have a cozy fall section.
Okay. Cozy fall. Well,
Mhm.
although I was so excited, you know how I love a fireplace as well. And I'm lucky enough to have one in my bedroom. And I went up there to turn on the first fire of the season.
Gas.
Gas.
Yeah.
Clicked the switch. Didn't work. It was like the biggest. I was like, wah, wah, wah. It was like the
Yeah.
biggest, like I was like, I had basically had a s'more ready.
Yeah.
Just like and then I was like, goddamn home ownership. Like it's always something.
Home
Now I gotta get the
ownership.
fireplace guy out. It's like the last
home ownership.
now it's like the last thing I want to deal with, but everything but the fireplace here.
I mean, I think it goes again to maybe that's why I'm obsessed with tiny home watching and van watching, but it's like my ice maker. We're watching it, seeing if it's on the way out. It's like always something.
It's never something pretty.
No, it's like I don't want to fix that ice maker. I don't
I
want to
don't
call a
know.
repair guy. Like
No,
I
was just
no.
about to like pull the trigger on something pretty for my home, and now I'm gonna spend that budget on a fireplace replacement guy fixing something that
Totally.
should work. Anyway, okay,
Totally.
that was supposed to be my high. Yikes. Okay, what's your low?
Well, actually, it goes into this. So today we're going to be talking about one of our topics is kind of design and redoing the home. When it switches seasons, it's always fun to like take a look and see. But I am obsessed with wallpaper.
Okay.
And I really want to wallpaper a couple places in my house. I just dabbled. I always have to do some research before I even try to like get the information to fill. Like I'm thinking about this. I want to have facts on how much or a range. Wallpaper install is my low. Why is it so? It costs so much.
It is a total pain in the ass.
Yeah, which is I'm wondering if I can DIY it. And I'm worried about that because one of them is plaid. That's going to be hard, I think.
No, bite the bullet, pay.
I know. But it just makes it like that upgrade's not going to be a lot. And then it's like, wait a minute, it might be more than I think. Gonna have to wait a little longer for that budget.
Hidden labor cost.
So
how much was the labor for the wallpaper?
Well, so I was just getting a quote for one room which has high ceilings. One of the quote came in at $3,000, way more than the wallpaper. And then another quote came in at $1,200. So now I'm trying to decide, is the $1,200 worth it? It still feels high to me, but I don't know. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah. But it's not like the peel and stick, right? It's like you got to do the paste.
It's the paste. Well, you can get peel and stick, but I've heard paste is way better.
Yeah, I was going to say the peel and stick is also, it sounds easy. Ooh, a sticker. It's like, no, it is bubble nightmare. It is tricky.
I was thinking
about
did
one
doing
straight
stick
wall
and
for
peel.
Cal's room, and it was like so tricky.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait before I do anything because I was going to do something back here and I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it myself.
No, I think it's like get them both and get one person in there to do it at the same time.
Anyways, yeah. So maybe I'll get some friends to see if anybody has that talent and pay them in wine if they come over and do it. But that's a lot. That's like asking somebody to move. No one wants to do it.
Literally no one. Maybe if you pay them a little bit, but never mind. That feels awkward.
Yeah.
All okay. Well, I have some more interior design stuff we'll save for later. But my low, I am about to go on 4 trips in a row. How did this happen?
Gross. Really gross.
It was originally 2 trips in a row. And it was one that was like with my family, cute little staycation to San Francisco. And then I had this work trip back to Indiana and I'm taking Calvin. So those 2 together is what I had wrapped my head around when I planned this.
And Calvin was so excited to go with you to Evansville. Yes. It's been a long time coming. So that one, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that's how it started. Then my husband and I don't communicate. It's been a bit of an issue from time to time. So he did not put on my calendar or communicate to me about one of his good friends' weddings. So
biggie.
About 6 weeks ago, after I had already planned the other 2, he said, "Oh, by the way, is this on your calendar? Zach's getting married that weekend." I say, "Excuse me." I have us even booked to go to San Francisco that night.
Is it local or where is it?
It's down in Monterey.
Okay, so drivable, but still going.
But it's a Friday wedding. So now, and I was like, well, who's going to watch the children? Like, have you thought about this? So anyway,
Yeah.
Scramble City to then figure out how we can go to this wedding, which on one hand, we have been having these best trips ever, these adult only, 2-nighters.
Love a good wedding too.
So it's going to be great. It's going to be
Yeah.
great. But it's like, and then I had to bump back our San Francisco trip a night. So then I was
you're
like,
still
okay.
squeezing it in. Yeah.
So then I was squeezing San Francisco down the middle of 3 trips. And I'm like, that's going to be tight, but like, okay, like we'll make it work. And the mother load of finagling childcare when you're gone is like a Herculean task.
Yeah.
It literally was like, I had to like crack my knuckles, text 15 people, piece together the complicated web of,
Nightmare.
childcare.
Well, especially when you're talking in overnight, which is just crazy. But
2 nights.
Yeah. I take on childcare. Phil takes on having to have somebody watch our dogs. I don't know which one's worse, to be honest with you. Go on.
Okay. So then I'm thinking, man, this 3 in a row is going to be kind of brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found out we became a finalist for this $100,000 grant, which I'm like, awesome. I'll take $100K for Sage Haven. Like, let's go. Who's going to turn that down? Catch. Got to come to New York for the final pitch. They pay for it. But again, when is it?
How fun. You have friends in New York. You love it, but it is just an additional trip.
But just the date is, I literally will listen to how bonkers this is. Leave tomorrow for 48 hours in Monterey for the wedding. Come back, get the kids same day, go back to San Francisco for our little family staycation. And then I was going to go straight from there to the airport to Indiana. Although Grace's soccer team made the championships. Now we're going to come back and only do 1 night in San Francisco versus the 2. So I'm wasting a night, but whatever. I wasn't going to go and then come back. But in some ways, okay, good. Because now I don't have to bring all the clothes from Indiana.
Yep.
Then Cal and I leave to go to Indiana for pretty much a week. Come back Saturday, leave Monday morning. So again, I got 48 hours on the ground here in between trips 3 and 4. And New York will be great, but it's just like woof on the timing. And then I'm now starting to get into the packing logistics, all very different climates, all very different events. I usually do not get overwhelmed packing. Like I'm queen of a terrible pack job and like, it's fine. I don't care that much. But this one I'm like, I have to actually kind of think ahead here. And like, then I was like planning for the wedding and I'm like, shit, I don't have my nails done for my toes. What shoes am I going to wear? It's like, now it's starting to, I'm now 24 hours.
You waited too long. Always. This is your story. You wait too long until you have to do the logistics and then you're overwhelmed. And by the way, I'm removing one of those trips. San Francisco, you live outside of San Francisco. That is like going into the city. I'm canceling that one. It's an overnight. Take that one off your list of feeling like that's a trip. That's just fun.
No,
just
I know.
Traffic. That's close. Remove it. You got 3 trips.
But I have to pack for the kids and get them all ready.
I mean, overnight trip. They can wear the clothes and wear those to sleep. It's fine. I'm removing that one from your list.
All right. Okay. All right. Maybe that's what I need. I need the reframe.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm feeling like, oh my God, when am I going to squeeze in a little pedicure? And when am I going to, and what am I going to wear to the rehearsal dinner? And what about New York? How cold is it going to be? What's my shoe choice?
I give you New York and wedding. That's kind of, you have to really think about those outfits. And when I go to New York, do you feel like you just like are a different person? Like for whatever reason, when I go to New York, I'm like pulling out clothes I never wear here. Like I'm definitely wearing this.
Well,
this is going to be so stylish. Yeah, exactly. I can pull this off in the city.
Well, here's like where I was at, where I was like, I need something new for New York. I couldn't possibly. And then I had this moment, it's like, quit it, Kate, quit it.
You were trying to buy stuff. Yeah.
Then I was like, I got to get to, the store. And then I was like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Stop. It's fine. Yeah. Go to your closet. What's your best New York outfit? But when you have something like a pitch, you start rethinking your whole life.
Totally.
It's like, what's my outfit?
Just repeat. I just have a go-to for those. I mean, you have to have your go-to season
What's
change.
What's your go-to? Though. What would you wear to a pitch? And again, it's all female entrepreneurs, which is the hardest audience of all time because it's not like, men. It's like, psh, they don't care.
Well,
the women judges, the women competitors, it's like the outfit matters more than ever.
But I actually think it's good because sometimes you have to go into those meetings, especially when it's men, thinking, I don't want to be too stylish. I don't want to be too pretty. You don't have to
That's
do
when
that
I'm
here.
fine. That's center of my fairway. Not too stylish, not too pretty. That one I got dialed in. That's my sweet spot.
I think you wear like a tights boots combination with a long coat.
Tights?
I love a good tights boots situation. But you could also do like nice
But here's
jeans
the
and like
problem.
a sweatshirt.
Okay,
Sweater.
so then I got this new skirt from mom that's so cute. And I'm
Love
like, oh,
that
this is
one.
perfect. But I don't have the right tights boots combo for it.
Whew. Guess you got to go to the store.
You see, I don't have time.
All right.
So
well, we'll
back to
do
the drawing
some
board.
after the podcast. Let's just FaceTime and get you in your closet and get you going.
Okay.
But like you
Okay.
just need like a good jeans and sweater look with a long coat. And if you add a good lip
For the
to
pitch?
it, you're
For the pitch?
maybe. You felt a little uncomfy with the tights, remove it. If that's not your vibe of comfort, remove that. That's my vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, back to not trendy, not pretty. Here we go. I'll be right in my wheelhouse.
Dialed in.
Dialed in.
All right. We spent a lot
All
of time
right.
on that, low.
All
We
right.
can move
Well,
on.
here we are.
But
Should
and
we
I
get
will
into the
say
top?
one last thing though. When you're going to
Okay.
Evansville, I get to come up and see you. So that's a huge highlight too.
You're right. I am excited for that. Did you make that official?
Yeah, I talked to mom today. She was a little hesitant only because they have an event on Saturday. And she was
What
a
did they
little
do?
feeling guilty because I was like, I'll come up Friday. We'll hang with Kate. And then when Kate leaves Saturday morning, my kids and I will just stay. And she was like, well, we have
Yeah.
something Saturday. But
Okay.
anyways, it'll be great. I just said, we'll stay at your house. I'll invite one of my girlfriends over to watch a movie with the kids and see if that works out.
Great.
But it's going to work out. I just had to push the agenda a little bit.
Well, there's nothing I love more than the first night. Usually we all come in at the same time. And she's got like a charcuterie board and like a bottle of Whitehaven on ice. And it's like, give me.
It's the best. It's the best. We're just going to have to start a little earlier on Friday when you get home from your trip and we get up there from school.
Yeah.
Because you have an early flight on Saturday. But it'll be fun to see you.
It's fine.
Yeah. All right. I love
Okay.
it. Well, let's move into the topic, which we don't have it on our mind because there was a lot on our mind, hence why we had to do a smorgasbord.
Where do you want to start? I'm looking at this random smattering of items.
I really liked the category of like, we called it parent feelings. But long story short, I saw this clip on the Amy Poehler podcast, which I really do love. And she was interviewing Maya Hawke, which is Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter.
Oh, okay.
And she is the actor who plays Anxiety on Inside Out too.
Oh, so they knew each other from
that. And it was kind of a lovely interview. It made me like her and them both. But one of the statements that they said was like, how was it to play Anxiety? And she was like, anxiety is basically the number one feeling of our generation. We should embrace it. Like, I learned a lot from playing Anxiety. We all have it. People have been so moved by Inside Out too, from kids to parents. It's such a great movie that it was just kind of a nice snippet of like, of course everyone is anxious. You know, Amy Poehler kind of alluded to the fact of like, yes, look at what we're dealing with in life. Look at all the stresses we have. Look at how expensive things are, all the things. Of course, anxiety is a huge part of our life. So let's embrace it and figure out how to cope with it. And anyways, I just thought it was a really cute, sweet clip. And it got me thinking about parent anxiety again, because we've joked. I've got it. I got a big dose of it. And to embrace it and figure out a way to cope.
You always had it a little bit, I think, like from the whole way. But then parenthood for you, like took your anxiety dial and like really notched it up, which I completely like. It makes sense. You're worried now about keeping humans alive that aren't you. It's like, of course that was going to ratchet up.
Exactly. But there was some comfort in knowing, everybody's got it. Of course we have it, even if you have it not as much as me. But how do we kind of deal with it? How do we embrace it as a society and figure out how not to let it overtake you, I guess.
I like that. I mean, not to go on a social media rant here, but we're the first, like millennial moms are the first group where, I got social media in college. You were probably still in high school, weren't you?
We actually got Facebook my freshman year of college. So I was like right there.
Yeah.
But I
it's
missed
like
it in high school. I missed
our
it.
whole adulthood, though, has been influenced by social media. And social media just like feeds you anxious stories because you get more dopamine from an anxious or negative story than you do a positive one. And that is like part of the recipe of the feed to keep you on there. So it's like for our entire adulthood, really, we've been living off this feed that's dripped with these stories. So it's like I like to tell people who feel like this is the worst time in history, I really don't think it is. I really think we've lost perspective a bit. It's like pick any year in history and like let's talk about what was going on geopolitically or politically. And it's like it's been a dumpster fire since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
You could always point to like some really serious stuff happening in the world.
Course.
So it's like if you look at it like that, you go, okay, what are we dealing with today? In context to what's happened in the past, it's definitely not the worst period of time. Like I think
we happen to be at that age where now people are starting to take that on a little bit more. Like when I was younger, things going on in the world, I didn't take on as much because you're young, carefree, and kind of selfish. So like, I think that that's part of it. We're just in that age now where we're starting to really like wear those things a little bit more and think about, oh, how's that going to affect my kids and the grandkids and all that stuff. And anyways, I just think that it's okay to embrace anxiety. I loved that. And we just need to not let it consume us and realize you're not alone. And try not to make the things you can't control take down your life daily. That's what I think.
Totally. Yeah. One thing that's funny is like I get the most anxious if I've drank. I don't know. This is probably pretty common, but it's like if I have a glass or two of wine, I'll have that morning anxiety the next day in a way that I won't if I didn't drink the night before. So like I know not to go into like a whole alcohol thing here, but I have to tell myself when I feel that way, this is not real. This is your alcohol anxiety. This is like a fake love. Like I have to like talk myself down to be like, oh, this is because of that thing that you did. This is not how you really feel. Give it a couple hours.
Some people then say, I'm not going to drink. That's not us. We're not saying don't drink.
Unfortunately or fortunately.
But I'm with you.
I mean, listen, some people have real issues and are going like full sober. Good for you.
100%.
I derive a lot of pleasure from drinking with my friends. So I don't want to give it up. But like I know it comes with this bag of morning anxiety. And so I'm trying to like reframe that for myself of like, that's fake.
Yeah.
Don't feed into this. Don't give this any more oxygen.
Totally.
Anyways.
I like it. Well, it kind of leads into, we were talking about a couple weeks ago how you and I are coaching for our kids. We love basketball. We're coaching basketball. And I just had my first practice last night with my son, and tonight is Lola's. It was a really cute practice. I'm very excited about it. But Ace was responding a little differently to me than I wanted him to, which was everybody's a little rusty. He's getting into basketball again. Yeah. And he was kind of, if figuring out again how to do it all. And if he's not the best, I think he struggles a little bit more. And as a coach, I was really trying to figure out, and also as a mom, how to coach him with self-doubt. It's like he shouldn't have self-doubt. He's really good. Even if he's not good, it's just about having fun and learning. And like I was struggling between coach and mom trying to figure out how to navigate that. Because one point as a coach, I wanted to get mad at him because he was kind of goofing off. And when I was telling him something, he would do the opposite just because he was like fearful if he did it right, he would mess it up, And as a mom, I'm trying to see that side and be like, oh, I get it. And I want him to learn and have fun with it. But it was a weird balance last night. And I just wanted to talk about it. Do you have this with any of your children?
Literally so funny. So I coached last night too, Grace's team. And usually there's another dad, one of my friends, and we coach together. We've done it for years. And the dynamic when we're both there, just honestly, it's like teachers in a classroom, but it's like it was easier to manage the ratio of kids to coaches.
Yeah.
And we both could kind of get some of the girls and be like, hey, But last night he had a work thing. And so I was there. It was 8-on-1. which doesn't sound that bad, but
No,
I'll tell
it's a
you,
lot.
they were feral animals last night.
Mhm,
All of them. My
mhm.
daughter was leading the pack of these, like,
There it
they
is.
were goofy. They wanted to giggle. They did not want to listen. You know, I'd say, okay, hold the balls. 3 people would dribble. I had to be like, please hold the balls. Please hold the
Yeah.
balls. You know?
Yeah.
I was like borderline gonna have to discipline them but also I was like, Kate, they're 3rd grade. They're
You
having
want
fun
them to
with their
have fun.
friends.
Right. Mhm.
But I was like, I called an audit. Well, first of all, this is where we were, just to give you a taste. At one point, I called Grace and her 3 friends over,
Yeah.
and I said, this practice is going off the rails. Can you guys throw me a bone here and act better? All
Yeah.
4 of you, look at me in the eye, you know.
Did they
And
listen?
I took time to stare them down. I said, I need your help.
Yeah.
You're my people. These other 4 I don't know as well and can't yell at. Can
Yeah.
you 4 get in line? And they were so sweet and sincere. And they were like, okay, we got it. It
Mhm.
lasted about 30 seconds. And my daughter was the one to break stride.
100%. Yeah.
So I kind of gave up. And I just changed the practice. Like when we had them all going at once, it was like so chaotic. So I slowed it down.
Yeah.
We worked on some plays. You know, I just tried to like change the tone of the practice to match the crazy energy I was like navigating.
Yeah.
But like it was not a great practice. That's the
Yeah.
honest to goodness answer.
I think we just have to realize that they're that age, it just depends what you get. Some days they're going to be on and some days are going to be off. And with that many kids together, it's like I want them to have fun. But I was struggling because, yeah, it's like at one point I was like, you, Ace, go sit down. When you want to actually participate, come back in. Like that was kind of my thing, to just like kind of be like, okay, if you don't want to do it, go sit. I'm not dealing with it.
Mhm.
And anyways, it was a mixed bag. But I'm excited for the season. The other kids were wonderful and it will be really fun. But
I do have a coaching hack for you.
Let's hear it.
Courtney, who gives us half our obsessions,
Yeah.
said, you know, we're trying to teach them the first play.
Mhm.
And some of them are not getting it, right? And I even was like, should we not do this? Like really, in my memory, we did a lot of plays starting in like 5th grade. And like,
Mhm.
so I think it would really help, but like, can they figure out a play in 3rd grade?
Mhm.
So Courtney's like, why don't you record a video of yourself talking about the play and then enlist the parents to go through it with them when the time is right throughout the week and see if we can like actually train them up on this.
Yeah, I agree.
So again, last night the practice was like so off the rails. I was like, you know how sometimes you say something and then somebody else says the same thing and they listen?
100%.
No one was listening to me explain the play. So I said, okay, regroup. Everyone come over here and take a knee. And then I showed them the video I had recorded of the play of me explaining the same thing I could do live. And they shut up and listened. They were enthralled.
Just because it was a video.
Yeah. It's basically like I showed them the TikTok of my real life version I could have done right there.
That's hilarious.
Just changing the medium.
Yeah.
And then they, you know, they love phones. So it was like they were obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And then I feel like they were much better. So I don't know. Try the TikTok version of your play.
Yeah, it's a good call. I have been thinking about even like a YouTube version of explaining what the play is, because we will have a few
like
plays.
Defensive positioning or whatever the skill is that you're teaching.
Yeah. Repetition. We don't have enough practices to get that in their mind. Okay, let's move on. Okay. You want the next one? The next topic?
Do you want to go back to interior design?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, you remember the Catherine Newman interview about this, what was it called? Oldster questionnaire that we did last time?
It was last week. Yeah, I remember. It was 5 days ago.
Has it been a week?
You acted like it was like 12 podcasts ago.
Okay. I was reading it, and one of the comments was a link to this Cup of Joe blog post about her home tour.
Okay.
So I later consumed a home tour of Catherine Newman's home. And honestly, it was like the most she's lovely and relatable, but like her home was modest. It wasn't like some fancy Arch Digest, fancy schmancy home. It was like
attainable, but pretty.
It had personality, but honestly, it was like, I thought I was so charmed by it. But one of the things she said is like, I knew the careers that we picked were not going to make us rich. Like we've known we're not going to be rich from the beginning. And maybe, you know, now I'm starting to get some success with authors, but like authors is a tough career path.
Yeah,
so like,
right.
we had to really work on being happy with the home we had, not
Mhm.
the punch list. And I'm a creative person, so I can imagine 100 things I want to do to this house to make it better. But we
Mhm.
did not have the budget for that. Be happy with the home we have. And I really have embraced that. And I really bring a lot of joy from these tiny little things in my house. She had like a wall of framed pears, and it became a thing, and people would gift them to her. And it was really a beautiful gallery wall with a ton of
That's
personality.
okay. I
But
like
like
that.
that quote of be happy with the house you have really hit, because
Yeah.
my brain is always looking for optimizations. Maybe everyone's is. Is this how,
No,
it's like,
no, yours. There are other people like you. But like when I even have like a sniff of like a home, like, what do you think about this? You're like,
mhm,
it will be great. We'll take down 3 walls. We'll restructure. We'll blow out that wall and push
yeah.
it back and do a whole build on. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I meant like, should I just wallpaper?
You're doing something hilarious. Before bed last night, Grace goes, I was thinking, and I was like, oh God, here we go. What were you thinking? She goes, we could blow down this wall between me and the playroom and like pick up some square feet, and like I could have a walk-in closet. Wouldn't that be incredible?
She's so you, but you're like, maybe that's brilliant.
Well, I was like, I just laughed. I'm like, we're not blowing down walls. You're fine. You're 9. Chill out. Quit being
Listen,
me.
that is you. Exactly.
Don't be me. You're annoying.
No, one going back to that though, what a great statement. People do, I think, always try to think about what other people have, what next, what's the next step. And I do think there's a little bit of motivation around what do I want to accomplish and how do I get there. But
Yeah.
people are not as happy in the now, to your point.
Yeah.
Like if it's your starter home, if it is just a amazing home that's not the mansion or whatever it is to you, you're right. It's like be happy with what you have. And
Well, and
like,
part of this, I also think, is like you see these Instagram perfections, or you watch even the
mhm,
HGTV home reno shows,
yeah,
and it's like you get good at picturing
mhm,
what could be possible with all these before and afters.
yeah,
And like I walk around here and I'm like, I can't wait to upgrade the handles in my house. I can't wait to fix my garage. And here's exactly what I would do. And like I can
yeah,
envision the future state so clearly that I
mhm,
think I had to have this reset of this almost like, stop.
yeah,
You have a beautiful home.
right.
Stop. Just as is.
Chris
And
is
look at
going to
all
be
these
so
cozy.
excited about
Well,
this
hopefully
for
he won't listen to this because I still want to push some home projects. But I did have this moment of like, what's
yeah,
something that would what's a little pillow tweak? And I brought this chair. Can you see this? I brought the
yeah.
chair into my office. I redid a
Mhm.
little furniture.
Now I'll
And
take full credit for your inspo there because I said I'm getting a chair that's
I
on the
know,
way
I got
there.
jealous. Well, I took a chair from the other room,
Mhm.
so I didn't buy anything. I just rearranged. But again, I rearranged, and then there was one like floral thing that I didn't feel like looked very holiday. And I
Mhm.
spent like $20 at Amazon on some new red hydrangeas for this vase.
Yeah.
And it really made me happy. So I was like, I don't know, like a tweak, a
I love
$20
it.
tweak.
Well, and that's kind of why I was thinking, can I DIY a wallpaper or something to give
That's
me
a
the
big one
same
though.
thing? I
Mhm.
know. At least
I
in
think
here, I
that
might
wall,
be able to.
I
Yeah.
was going to say that wall where it's not high and it's straight box,
Yeah. Right behind me.
you can do.
Yeah.
And I did
Mhm.
it in Cal's room, and it's not perfect, but it
And
was
I
good
can
enough.
get the pick and peel and stick there for
Yeah.
myself and do it, and then I don't need any extra like learnings on how to do that. I mean, it takes time, but it's doable.
Hmm. The paste is not hard. I have done it before.
Mhm.
It is hard to do if you have to go up high. I will say, like that ladder of it all.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We'll see, but I agree. A couple pillows go a long way. Even flowers, vase. I love the transition. I just moved all of my like flowers in the house and different things to fall, and then
You
soon
have
that
like
will
the
be
faux
Christmas.
fall ones that you like pull out.
Faux fall, yes.
Yeah,
And I have like a centerpiece
I
and
do
like an
too.
entry. And then Christmas, I also like too. I don't want to decorate too soon because I get sick of the Christmas stuff
Mhm.
after a while because it's like it's really pretty, but it's sparkly. It's whatever. It's like I kind of like that, but it's too soon for me to start decorating that.
Wait,
But
are you gonna do it post Thanksgiving or what's your timing?
right after Thanksgiving. And then I'll have like a full month of Christmas, but those bring me joy and I already have all the stuff. You know what I mean? I like
Well,
that.
that's why to me those feel like a better investment than I know it's better to have fresh, but then you got to buy. It's like this was actually kind of economical.
I love it. And honestly, I found a place that I'm obsessed with here that has good like looking ones that I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
The
all right.
one upgrade I'm contemplating because of you is and mom is like the pretty garland on the stairs this year.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have lights on yours on the stairs?
Yes, I have lights on the stairs, not lights on the mantles.
Yeah.
And I really like it. Although I have been target marketed for one that looks a little bit more natural. And I'm really like thinking, should I get those at least for the mantles?
Maybe send me the link because I think I kind of want to do a garland on the stair this year for the first time.
Yeah. They have one that I think you will like. It doesn't have lights, but it looks natural.
I'll probably like that better.
I think you will.
Although I do love a twinkle light. I like a white.
Just for Christmas too. It's like for me, it's like the time, I love a good sparkle. I used to live in South Florida. I used to love my sparkle clothes. Anytime I can pull that out. Yeah, no, I still do, but it's hard for me.
Sometimes I'm literally looking at your eye makeup being like, oh, that's got a little too much sparkle for
not my eye makeup. I will say though that I have started to live vicariously through my daughters because I'll buy them clothes and be like, oh my gosh, is this sparkle sweater the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah.
And I want it for myself.
You can rock a sequin skirt. I'll give them that.
I love it for them.
Or a shoe. You're like getting them on the sparkle shoes.
I'm not. Lola's obsessed. I mean, she takes after me for sure in that way, but she is obsessed with like a sparkle shoe and a skirt.
Should we move us to the fitness section here?
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you got?
Well, this is not really our fitness, but the
even better.
Exactly. The New York City Marathon was like 2 weeks ago, and I get a lot of content of people who have ran it or whatever, and I love it.
You follow a lot of fitness people. I had to cut them out of my feed. I don't know. I was getting irritated.
They're too fitnessy for you. No, I just
you know what? Too pushing me supplements. I was like, enough. I'm sick of being sold to as much as this group does.
Listen, I drove myself to a migraine because I started taking supplements that wasn't good for my body. So I know I've taken it too far.
Yeah.
But anyways, I actually was just like going down a path of consuming New York City Marathon content, and it is a huge platform. It is super cool. I think Phil has ran it before. Super fun
event. I've attended as a spectator a few times, and I'm like, this is actually, you have these live events that sometimes give you like, oh my God, humanity is amazing.
Yeah.
Energy. Mm-hmm. This is that. This is like really joyful bands and silliness and
people supporting you. There's 55,000 runners, I think is what they said.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that big.
Maybe I had that wrong, but I think I read that somewhere.
Okay.
So it's huge. And like the course is amazing. You end up going over the bridge back into the city. It's just like, I get it. But there's a whole wave of people now trying to push their running the New York City Marathon like with save the dates to get more people to watch them, to get more people to party with them, I guess, afterwards.
Okay.
And they are treating it like a wedding or like a shower is what it was saying.
Like
and
people are bringing gifts
for the people. They're literally promoting it like they'll send save the dates, like celebrate me running the New York City Marathon instead of like celebrate the birth of my child. I thought that was fascinating. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I'm here to celebrate other people, but it seems a bit aggressive, doesn't it? Like,
you know what it gives me? Remember that Sex and the City episode where, is it Samantha that has a shower for herself as a single person?
Nope, Carrie. Carrie had a shower for herself. Yes.
She was basically like, why do I give gifts? I want gifts.
And she registered at Manolo Blahnik.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, love that.
Didn't give that. It's like save the date for my run.
It was a little bit weird. Yeah,
maybe the invitation of it all is a little bit something I'm gonna have to marinate. But I actually love the idea of like getting a bunch of your friends and family and having a party with them to celebrate. That sounds fun.
I agree. Friends and family for sure. I don't know. The save the date of it all made it feel a little like extended friends that I was a little uncomfy with. But who knows? You're doing it. Good for you. I'm not running it. I'll
Well, it's
celebrate
weird
you.
if it's got like a gift expectation to me. Like, no,
Ugh.
maybe if it's a donation, maybe I could maybe get on board if it's like, hey,
Okay. I like that.
donate to this cause, and then you get invited to this fun after party.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm here.
I like that. All right. What do you got in the fitness world?
Okay. I'm part of this group called Leaders in Tech. It's great. It's like therapy for entrepreneurs, honestly. It's a group of people doing the same ridiculous job, being really honest with each other and like supporting and helping each other. And it's a place where you kind of focus on like, what could I be better at? And how can we help each other through these like self-improvement?
So you meet up together or you do virtual meetings? What is it?
We've kind of played around with what works for us, but we basically are going to do an in-person day every quarter. So 4 times a year. And then a few other little, hey, we'll have a holiday dinner in the city. Hey, we'll have a Zoom call to catch up. But we had, last year we had too many Zooms and everybody's like, oh, like,
yeah,
it's hard to get that emotional connection. That really is why I'm doing this over Zoom. Yeah. So we went to less frequent, but more in person, that's my vote for sure.
I think that's the right call. You don't want to feel like, another meeting and yeah. Got it.
But so the guy and then we take turns of who's in charge of it each year, which is nice. So this is a group that I'm going to be with for like 10 years, which is also like pretty special. Yeah. So we just passed the baton for 2026 already, which is also a bit like, oh my God, I can't believe it's like 2026 time. So we were planning logistics for next year. And he was like, one of the things I want to do is sort of an Olympics where I want each of you to pick a physical goal for yourself. It could be anything. And then in the last retreat, we're going to do these live in front of each other.
What do you mean? Give me an example.
Like his is going to be like a swimming goal. He wants to swim a certain amount of laps in some crazy time.
And so we're all going to watch him swim?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And one of the women was like, I want to be able to do one pull-up. Like I have never in my life done a pull-up.
Pull up without peeing yourself. Good luck. How old is she?
Yeah, she's old enough to have this be a real reach goal. And honestly, I was like, I don't think I could even do that. So I was thinking, what's mine going to be?
What do you
think?
And
I was like, well, it's funny because a little bit of my goal is like, do less, you aggro crazy person. Like you need less of this energy in general. I think some of them are going the other way where they want more of this like physical goals. Remember my goal was work out every day like an insane person. Now it's like, chill out, Kate.
Give yourself
like
grace.
10 But I was thinking my abs have been dog shit since kids. Mm-hmm. And no amount of, well, to be honest, I've kind of gotten off of it because I got discouraged. It's just like, this is the fight of the century. Yeah. It's like a 40-year-old versus her changing abdomen.
Oh God. Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do, I like chat GPT'd. What are some like core strength, like elite level core strength things? So long story short, I have decided I'm going to try to do a 3-minute plank, which ChatGPT tells me is like the difference, but like that's elite level if you can do a 3-minute plank.
I'm not trying to be like snobby, but I think I could do a 3-minute plank right now.
No way. That's hard.
When we're in person next week, let's do it.
I couldn't.
Let's record it and see if we can do it because I think I can do it.
Okay, but your core strength is much better than mine.
Not lately. It has fallen, but I still think I could do it.
Well, and the upper body and wrist strength is also like a component of a plank where it like starts to get me. Like my shoulders start frying. Anyways, I went to the gym the other day to see where I was at.
Where were you? What'd you end on?
Honestly, I barely got past 30 seconds.
No, really?
Yeah, I was
You've been working out so much lately. I feel like
I know other things are whipping better into shape, but I will say the core.
Okay,
I was struggling. Not that I couldn't do it, and like if I took a break,
you're gonna have to plank it for 3 minutes in front of these individuals.
Yes.
Okay. But that's a good one though, because you could do it anywhere. You're not making somebody go to the pool to watch you swim.
What would you do for yours, though? I was thinking.
Oh, well, here's the thing.
And not that I'll make you do it, but if you want to.
So I used to be really good at pull-ups. So maybe kipping pull-ups. So maybe I could get back into a pull-up situation.
Does that align with your new goals?
Nah, never mind. Maybe running too. Like getting a faster mile.
But my knees are so bad. Honestly, it's like I don't know if that's actually good for my body.
I don't know. I think I could do a faster mile. That would push me to like go faster and like do that could be
That's a good
interesting.
one. Like
But
a
I
time
like a
mile. I bet
timed mile.
somebody
Like
will end up doing that. Yeah.
under like 8-minute mile or something would be sick. And I'm so not there anymore. I used to be
You
like
could do
7.
that.
Maybe, but I don't know. I haven't been running.
You got to have it more aggressive if it's going to be a year-long training to get there.
Yeah, you're right. You have a year long. I was thinking about doing that playing next Friday. So
like I think yours should be like 7-minute mile.
Yeah. Well, so here's the real truth though, is I suck at swimming. The worst swimmer in history. And blame the parents fully for not putting us in swim team when we were young, when we could have gotten that skill set.
This is your anxiety too, though. You have water phobia.
100%. So every year, my neighbor is in charge of the Team Magic. He does a bunch of events throughout, like across the country with marathons, triathlons, and they have a mini sprint try for women specifically. And it's here in Nashville, and it's so fun to participate. It's all women, all different levels. And I have done it the last few years, but the swim always gets me. And I train. Phil tried to teach me. I try to do lessons. And then I jump in and I start doggy paddling with the best of them. And my kids are horrified. They're always cheering me on. And I look up and they're like, what's mom doing? And I'm like,
I will say, I watched the video that Phil posted, which was very sweet. But you look like an elite athlete on the bike and the run. Like just form wise, like body wise, like you are looking like you could win this thing.
Yeah. And then you see me swim.
The swim was tragic.
It's so funny. I literally get put way back because they do it by your swim was your start time. And then I spend the whole time trying to catch up to my level for biking and running because I'm like, I just have to make up for it because the swim is going to put me back a couple minutes and then I'll make up for it.
Plus, like what a personal development because this is actually more mental than physical.
Yeah, because like the run I could do, I know I could, but mentally I don't know if I can do this swim. So
okay, here's what's going to happen. I just thought of what I'm getting you for Christmas. I'm going to tell you.
It better not be goggles. I already have them. Don't get me some kind of swimsuit. No, what are you going to get me?
The paddles.
Oh, yeah. Can I also get something else that I want?
But have you got to try the paddles and the snorkel.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then it becomes a relaxing thing. You've never experienced the moment where a swim can be relaxing.
Talk about like anxiety level 1,000, me in a swimming pool. Swimming, like actually swimming, not just
I know. Okay. Yes, you can get also what you want, but
all right. 3-minute plank and a decent swim stroke.
We'll have to keep workshopping it to be like what you need a tighter goal on what that is.
Well, I have it. I can't remember, and if I say it on here, it's going to live forever. But it's like it's like
how long is a swim? Not even that long.
No, it's like 100 meters, 50 meters, or 100 meters. And
more than that. That would only be 4 down and backs. Is that what it is?
It is 4 down and backs.
Oh, it's 4 down and backs is 200 meters.
Yeah. Okay. So 200 meters. And I think I was putting my time at like 10 minutes. And most people are like 5 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know exactly.
I'm excited for you.
I'll get the exact timing, but yeah, I could improve by like 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
It's a little humbling for me that you think you could do my stretch goal now. If you do, I'm actually going to
cocky. It's so cocky. I can't wait to try next Friday. I'm going to fail, but like I think I could do pretty good. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to fail. I think I'm going to hit this.
Okay. We'll see. I'll report back, everyone. Sit tight.
We'll record it.
All right. Should we wrap it there just time-wise? We've been going a little too long. We'll save some of the other ones for future on my minds.
I love it. Let's move to the top tip.
Sounds good. I saw a clip that I was kind of inspired by, and I really honestly, I can do it now, but I think you can't. So I brought it up, which is...
Are you just saying this because I said I could plank and you can't? Like it's like a direct
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe. Okay. I had it already on here, but maybe I'm making this more about you than it should be.
Go on.
Give your kids more independence. And the clip that I saw was a woman who seemed like a you type of mom, which was like her
super
kid was
loving, sweet. You aspired to be her.
Exactly. exactly. Like anxious to let her child not touch her.
One of these helicopter.
You know, Nate, helicopter to me is like, no, you don't give them any space.
Oh, that's not me.
No, that's not you.
What's one step further where you hover but you're further away?
Well, what's
a
you
UFO mom?
You're the mom. You're the umbilical cord still there and there on a short leash.
That sounds worse.
Yeah, it is worse actually.
I think it goes umbilical cord mom, helicopter mom, UFO.
Okay.
Or drone even. Maybe drone's more realistic.
Drone momming.
Drone momming.
I like that.
I'm a droner.
Okay.
I come in and out.
I think you're umbilical cord, but here, this is a test for you.
Okay.
This mom, I think her child was 8 or 9. So Ace's age.
Okay.
And she pulled up to a restaurant, and for the first time ever, she let him go into the restaurant by himself and order his lunch and come back out by himself. Have you ever done that? Or what comfort level would you have with that?
Now, does it count if I'm sitting in a coffee shop and I make him go to the front, order a sandwich and pay and come back? Because I've done that.
No, but that's a baby step. I would say you're in the car and he walks into the Chick-fil-A, orders a sandwich, and then gets back in the car.
How many predators can he find on the way to the Chick-fil-A line?
See, this is exactly. Yeah, umbilical cord.
All right, you're right. Okay, maybe can I go to like a Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's?
Yeah, I think you can pick your restaurant. So if
I don't know why that was so specific to me, but those feel like a comfort.
Well, because they're smaller and you're thinking of less exits.
Yeah. And I can
Chick-fil-A's are busy and have multiple.
I know exactly which one I'm going to. It has a glass front
full
window.
Glass. Okay, that's your baby step. You know, you did step 1, which was let him go order at a coffee shop by himself.
Yeah.
Now step 2 is a Jimmy John's.
Okay.
Step 3 is a Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's
There's
brutal.
no predators in a Chick-fil-A. There's just not.
What do you mean? That's like stomping ground. If anybody was like, where could you go to find kids? They'd be like, Chick-fil-A. They have playgrounds.
No, you're crazy. You're crazy. This is exactly the point of this. Give your kids more independence. Go out of your comfort zone to let them have a little more autonomy in the real world.
All right.
Okay. Push yourself. Let them in the grocery store. Tell them to go get a couple things and let them go get a couple things. Do you do this?
One time I wasn't home. I got mad at Phil, but Phil did it. Phil let Ace go with some older friends to the grocery store to buy something and come back. And I was horrified, but he did it.
Okay. See?
So,
but you can even be in the grocery store and say, hey, can you go pick up X, Y, and Z a couple aisles over? They're parents, and I think you're included in this.
I let
them don't even like them out of your sight.
No, I'm okay with them going to get stuff in a different aisle.
Okay.
I'm totally okay with that.
Great.
You don't even know me. It's like you don't even know me. I'm such a drone mom. You just you don't even know me.
Okay.
Listen, all right. How long do I have
that for me?
Okay. How long do I have to report back now on the sandwich thing? How long do I have now? You're putting me to the test on a couple things. I didn't agree to any of this before the pod either. I feel very put on the spot.
Well, good. That's the whole point. What fun is a podcast if I can't force you into doing things that I want? I don't know, a couple weeks. Why don't you report back? See if Ace can do a sandwich order.
All right. Challenge accepted.
Good. Record it. I want to see it.
Okay.
All right.
I actually want just one real fast. You should have the opposite. You actually have to go in with your kids and order for them.
Never.
With them by the side. Okay. My obsession is, we were talking cozy fall.
Okay.
And I have a crock pot recipe that I'm obsessed with that basically requires.
I love a crock pot.
Me too. It's so folly and it requires zero effort, which I also love because it's just, I don't know. Is there anything better than like at nighttime, you already have it planned? You did something very quick in the morning when you had time and then it's ready. Anyways, throw some chicken breast in the crock pot and then you add, I brought it here, Maya.
You've been sitting there the whole time with ingredients?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see the front of it.
Tiki masala. They also have a buttered chicken.
That. Did you get me onto this already?
Yes.
This stuff is bomb.
It's so good. It's Indian like simmer sauce and they have a couple different flavors, but it's very cheap. It comes in a little like jar.
You know what's funny? I never thought to put it in a crock pot. I don't know why.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. And so sometimes depending on the flavor, if my kids won't eat it, I'll do the crock pot chicken take half the chicken out for them and then do the simmering at the end. But you can literally put this in at the beginning too, and then do the simmering chicken and sauce, and that's all.
Yum.
And you put it over rice. You can serve it with lettuce.
The
it doesn't
only
matter.
thing you're wrong on is it should be a chicken thigh.
Yeah. I didn't do
Chicken
that.
breast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In this
Not
way.
as juicy.
Well, in this way, I like the crock pot chicken breast. But anyways, you do you. You could do whatever chicken. You can add vegetables. You can literally go nuts. Go nuts. But add the sauce.
That sauce is bomb. I can attest. And you know what? I'm glad I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's your obsession?
I was going through Sarah's pictures, our older sister, and our niece Stella
On where?
for Halloween.
On her share drive?
Yeah, on her. Well, if we could get her on Apple, we would, but she has a Tumblr. So I have to go back to the year 2010 and find a Tumblr account to check pictures of my nieces, which I forget to do, but then do like catch up.
I have an app now that I can access it quicker.
Okay. So our niece Stella's Halloween costume is my obsession. Did you see this?
Yeah, I died.
She went as Alexander Hamilton, full mustache, the whole thing. It was hilarious. And her friend was Eliza. And I was like, all the other kids were like K-pop demon hunters. And here comes Alexander Hamilton and Eliza. I was dying.
Well, and she had a full beard. As you like zoomed in on it, it was like a marker beard. It was disgusting and amazing. It was excellent. It was perfection. Yeah.
I really
Stella knocked it out of the park. Yeah.
Also, the chutzpah to be an Alexander Hamilton in fifth grade. Most fifth graders don't have the guts for that. Stella, you're my inspo this week. I want that energy. I want that obsession energy.
Yeah. Good job, Stella. I loved your outfit. Well done.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. Now, one thing I will say, and I meant to say that at the beginning. Dang it, I always forget. But we're making a push for reviews here. The pod's doing well, but for some reason we have a low amount of reviews, even though our viewership's way high. So all you new listeners, please review us. Punch some stars for us. Tell some friends. But we want to hit, I think we're only at like 38 reviews, which is kind of embarrassing for how many listeners we have. So why don't you guys review us? If you want to download the Sage Haven app and try that out, if your kid's in their first few years of messaging, I won't be mad. But the only true request here is punch some stars for the Sage sisters. Okay. Thanks.
Lilas.
Lilas Tan.